First the Eggman with YouTube and now Asmongold with Twitch. He actually got banned. It was not just demonetization, he got banned for something. Let's react to it.
Hi guys,
Sup,
today
man?
I wanted to talk to you all about the fact that I got suspended on my second Twitch account, Zachrar, for 24 hours. Now, this happened a little bit
Okay, that's not too bad, I guess.
earlier today. I've tried to work it out, and it seems like this suspension is not going to get overturned, so I'm going to make this video and express pretty much what happened. So, effectively, I was streaming Diablo Immortal, which, to be fair, I think that in itself
Yeah, you should be immediately banned for that one, man.
should be grounds for suspension, but unfortunately Twitch did something even dumber than that. They decided to suspend me for hateful and unmoderated conduct in my chat. And I'm not talking about my chat on Twitch, I'm talking about my chat box on Diablo Immortal.
Bro, he can't regulate that. And even if he has some kind of language filter on, like people will just write bad stuff in a weird way, so you can still see it. Like, what can he do?
I had stood up for maybe like 5 or 10
Like, his moderators can't do shit. What should they do, man? Tell me.
seconds. I was readjusting my my blanket here, and I had my chat showing, and in the process of doing that, there was a person in the chat box who typed the N-word, and they did not type it. Obviously, I have the language filter on, so
bro, I just said it. I said it.
special ways to get around it, so they put dots in between every single letter, so it was N dot I dot, you know, etc. You know how it goes. And this happened. I sit.
Bro, if that shit can get you banned, what the hell is actually gonna happen if you play Valorant? If you play League, if you play Dota, if you play any competitive game where people get insanely toxic, man. Like, what should you do? You can't stream most games, so what?
Back down the chat.
Or what if a word sounds similar to that, especially in another language? Tell me.
That's almost off the screen, and people are mentioning it to me, and I'm like, oh, it's going to go away in a few seconds. It is what it is, right? Because I think that in general, whenever you give these things too much attention, it generates more of these things happening, because this person gets attention. They get
that dude just got what he wanted. He got the attention and he got Asmongold banned. Well done, Twitch. Now you're encouraging more people writing that word down. If you don't like that one Twitch streamer, I guess.
Everybody's mad at them, and they've effectively achieved their goal. So I didn't want to give this person what they wanted. Unfortunately, Twitch did, and so Twitch decided to suspend me because I did not adequately address this situation. Although I spent 5 minutes afterwards talking about it and going over the reasons why it's stupid and the fact that people that do this are just annoying, attention-seeking man-children, apparently this wasn't enough. And so Twitch suspended my account with apparently no grounds to even appeal and remove the suspension. So the reason why I think this really pisses me off is because of the fact that I clearly did not support any of this, and also it's the implication.
But it looks like he's supporting this shit. If Twitch is banning him like that, that's the bad thing. Like, people will think he's for that shit if Twitch banned him for it.
That by the suspension being there, that I am somehow complicit or okay or approve of racism being on my stream, which I find to be completely fucking disgusting.
Straight up insult, man.
And absolutely an insult to me, to be honest with you. And it's absolutely ridiculous that Twitch would even think that this is the case. They would even think this is something that I'm trying to do or something that I'm trying to promote. Back in 2017, 2018, I was one of the first people who banned the tryhard emote in my chat, because every single time that I said something that could be correlated with a negative black stereotype, people were typing tryhards in chat. And I was the only person who was intellectually honest enough to call it exactly what it was. Unfortunately, to this day, Twitch is yet to do that. So they have multiple emotes on their channels, and
yeah, every other racist thing is okay except the N-word. Like, that's pretty pathetic, man. Like, do everything or nothing. Like, you are just siding with this one word, which is bad, but yeah, bro, the other words are equally bad. But I think it shouldn't have been banned in the first place. Like the N-word. You're giving it too much power in that case. You're giving too much importance, yeah?
on their global emote list that are used almost exclusively in a racially stereotypical way. But the moment that somebody in their community does something like what happened to me, and by the way, I want to make this very clear, I never said any of this. This was something that was typed by a random person, and it was in a chat box.
I thought it was the rule that you must say it, or someone says in a mic or in a voice chat, and not with just writing that shit down.
And went like this, right? It was gone in a few seconds, and apparently that wasn't enough, even after I had a conversation talking about how it was bad afterwards. And so you have a platform like Twitch who allows these racial stereotypes to be propagated and proliferated by these emotes. You have Ming Lee. You talk about an Asian stereotype, people are going to say Ming Lee. You talk about any sort of a negative Muslim or Middle Eastern stereotype, people are
that's fine, but the N-word, man. That's too
put in Nell. I have all those things banned in my chat because it's something that I don't support. On top of having those things banned in my chat, I also have trained my mod team to not only identify those types of things, but the fact is, guys, I've been on the internet 20 years. I know pretty much about every single different slur that's in
like I would be able to stream, because when I opened my Discord, there's much more worse shit going on than just the N-word. But that's nothing. Like I said to my friends, man, like they say to me, why don't you just stream, Wayfair Marvin? Like, why don't you stream? And I said, man, do you even listen to yourself? Like, what is going on with Discord chat? If I stream, I get banned in the first 5 minutes when the games goes on and we rage. It's just the truth, man.
Language and a few in other languages
it's
as well.
It's pretty toxic.
So not only do I understand all the slurs, I also understand the euphemisms like 1488 and jogger, etc. I see all of these things and people think that I don't, and I've trained my mod team to be even more vigilant on that than I am because I'll be busy streaming. So the idea that I'm going to be suspended for unmoderated hateful conduct in my chat is absolutely offensive to me, and I find it to be incredibly ridiculous that trying to not draw attention to something and not allow somebody to weaponize and therefore provide a reward structure around using a word like this is seen as a bad thing. The reason
this ends up in victim blaming.
Why I don't like this is also because as soon as somebody gets suspended for something like this, what that really tells everybody else in the community is that if you want to get a streamer you don't like suspended, go into their game and start spamming the N-word. Go into their game and start spamming the homophobic.
It just encourages it.
Like F-slur.
Well done.
Go into their game and try to say something racist to get them in trouble. And what does that really do? It creates more racism, it creates more negativity, and it makes people that are
as I said earlier, it gives it much more. It gives it more importance. Well done, Twitch.
Feel less and less like they're a part of Twitch, and I think that this happens explicitly because it's so it's so much of a problem. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have to do anything to get rid of this, and I think from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to always have my chat blocked without any exception, because apparently Twitch is too stupid to realize any of the context around it. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's impossible to get rid of all of these things. I think that by the nature of you allowing anybody to communicate with you in any sort of a game, you do open yourself up to having these types of negative interactions, and to blame them on the content creator and to say that that person is at fault for having these things happen to them is effectively blaming the victim and also weaponizing these words beyond what they already are, and then turning them into a weapon to be used against streamers, and thus proliferating them even more commonly on the website. I find this to be incredibly fucking insulting. And on top of that, Twitch has a number of different streamers, and these are people mainly in the WoW section that have been racist for years. There are some
there's some pretty racist, especially if you've seen some of their Discord servers, man. What shit they write, and Twitch doesn't ban them because they didn't say it in the Twitch chat or in the stream itself. But that's something different.
I know one of them at least is banned from competing in any Blizzard tournament at all, and because they're racist, right? And
let me guess it, he still streams.
Partnered streamer on Twitch. So my opinion is I don't really think that Twitch cares about racism unless they get hurt, if they get told about it. I don't think that it really matters to them whenever black streamers and any sort of a minority streamer were getting these hate raids, etc. The best Twitch could do was send out some cease and desist to two losers in the UK. They don't even try to do the bare minimum for their content creators, and at the same time they expect them to go above and beyond. And even
this is just sad and pathetic, man. Like Twitch trying to enforce those rules, and they themselves are not even better, man.
Outside of the context of what they're saying, try to make what they're doing as perfect as possible. You're going against somebody who is looking for something wrong, even whenever somebody is clearly not trying to do this. And I wonder if somebody at Twitch, do they think that I'm promoting this? Do they think that I'm a racist?
Apparently, yes.
This is something that I was like, oh wow, good job, guys. You got the N-word on the screen. Is that really what they believe? I find this to be insulting that it's even a question.
And the thing is that it doesn't even. The thing is that it's a bad word even with context or without context. You know what I mean? Like they said, imagine if describing it or explaining it or teaching about that shit, and you just can't say it. Like I think, as before, it just gives it more importance, more power for the racists. If it's even not socially acceptable to describe that shit, like that's stupid.
To be honest with you, I'm insulted that it even happened. I find it ridiculous.
Like any other slur against Asians, against Middle Eastern people, that's okay, man.
I think
guess
Twitch moderation usually does a good job, but I think
we
this
don't
is
matter.
fucking ridiculous. I'm not sorry for what I did. I think that I made the right decision and I did nothing wrong. The only thing that you could say I did wrong is hiding the chat entirely, which I think you could make that argument, and if that's what they're going to say, then that's fine, but I better see this happen.
Bro, Twitch streaming would be fucked. Like, we would switch another platform.
For every single other person that doesn't hide their chat as well, and we all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm very frustrated about this. I'm very annoyed, and it looks like we're not going to be streaming until Sunday. I don't really know what else to say. Again, I think that what is the most offensive to me about this is that the implication that I'm complicit with racism or homophobia on my stream. As if I haven't done multiple videos and gotten hate from the broader Twitch community that they've cultivated, by the way, and profited off of over the last 10 years, that is embroiled with homophobia and racism, because I've tried to push back against that. Somehow me not blocking my chat is somehow that I'm okay with it. I'm very frustrated and I'm very annoyed by this.
Yeah, what should we do, man?
I think that this video probably went on a bit too long, but I want to say thank you to everybody who's been supportive to me and everything like that. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all very soon. We have a lot of things to talk about, and so this is just another thing on the list. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Yeah, man. Peace. Like, go support Asmongold, man. Look at him. What a good guy. Support him. Like, I watch him like pretty much all the time, and I think it's quite worth it. Give him the Twitch Prime sub when he can stream again, and yeah, I guess that's actually it. Thank you for watching. This is not bad, I guess, but it kinda ruins his reputation if he got banned for that, and I can already see those fake articles on the internet like Asmongold racist, blah blah blah. Bad shit, man. And yeah, I guess that's actually it. I see you next time for another reaction, and yeah, wafer out.